Hello everybody, Dante's Game Room back with another drawing video, coloring video. These are some of the characters from my new comic book that fill up the city. Using alcohol markers to color them. These are characters from my comic book, Demons and Angels, the Mecha City Chronicles. Which I've been working on. I'll be doing some live drawings of panel layouts and page layouts, and drawing some pages too, and some covers. Try to schedule them, let you guys know about it so you guys can watch if you want. I'll be doing lives and recordings of it. This is something new for me, so I'm still learning how to talk and what to talk about, and how to, YouTube. I've been doing it for several years, but I'm not good at it. I've always done it as a hobby, but now that I'm going to be retiring as a wrestler, I'm going to be trying to devote more time to it in my comic book, so hopefully I'll make more videos. I'm still going to finish out the rest of the year and a little bit of next year because I already have bookings, but after that I'm hanging up the boots and calling it a day with my wrestling career, and going to be focusing on my comic book studio, my comics, and gonna go from there. Every wrestler reaches the end of the road. Everybody, unless you want to be Luthez, one day everybody's too old to put on a pair of boots. And that days come for me. I'm still going to be training people. I still own a wrestling, going to own a wrestling, be an owner of a wrestling federation. I've started out my son, too, so he'll have his own little wrestling ring. I bought him a wrestling ring to run shows, teach him the business. I came out of retirement to wrestle with him. Like I said, I can't do it anymore. I'm too old. And I'm one of those people, if you can't do it 1,000%, forget 100%. If you can't go in there and steal the show every night. And thankfully, I've been able to do that, but I know it's getting harder on me to do that. I can still do the flips, and I can still move like a cruiserweight when I want to. It's just, I can't do it for as long as I used to. I used to be able to wrestle for like hours. I could go 60-minute Broadway if I wanted to, every night. Now I'm just too old to do that, But I'm glad I got to wrestle with my son. Me and my son got to be tag team champions. But I've always wanted to And I've recently opened a comic book shop, so because I closed down. I used to own a video game store. I closed that down to wrestle with my son and go on tour with my son. So now that I'm going to be retiring, I've opened up a comic book store. I own a comic book studio. You know, so. I like to stay busy, you know. I'm one of those people that just, I've always got to be doing something, I guess. I don't know why, but it's just who I am. And these are copic markers that I'm using to draw this, or to color these characters in. They're great for this kind of stuff. I really enjoy using them. They're very, very expensive though. I mean, like outrageously expensive, but they're worth it. You know, what can I say? They are worth it. It is what it is. Oh. Going to be working on an ash can, like in a issue 0. to at the same time as like issue 1. Like I'm gonna try to put out a little preview of the comic book, like Death Planet, I guess, did. Just to give people an idea of the character and characters. So. Oh, there's my dog. Somebody's at my front door at 11 o'clock at night. Doggy's going crazy. He's a good boy. He always lets us know what's up. He's always on the ball. Nothing gets past the whiskey. He's an Australian Shepherd. Beautiful brown and white dog. We rescued him like last year. So, but I walk him every day, like 10, 12 times a day. He's a very needy boy. He likes to get out and be all about town. But he's real friendly with people. He doesn't get along with other male dogs because he's not fixed. I assume that's why. He might just, and also I think it's just the way he never got socialized properly. So he like barks at them, and he's really just trying to play. But you know he don't know how to act right. He never got the doggy etiquette. Because he's only been around the other dog he's only ever been around was deaf, so that might have affected his development socially with dogs. I don't know, because he definitely doesn't know how to act right around them. And it's kind of embarrassing sometimes. I think because a neighbor could possibly think he's some type of vicious dog when he's really not. He just don't know how. The boy ain't right, as Hank Hill would say. The boy ain't right. I gotta keep an eye on my camera. Yeah, I only got about 10 more minutes to get some stuff done. I'll be releasing like a Bible to like a Bible to all the characters. So everybody will get to know the different characters. I like to have a lot of diversity in my comic books too. Like, so I'm going to be doing a lot of research because I want to do the cultures right and, like the different, cultures, like, and the correct, like, dress code, you know what I'm saying? Like, it, because it's like, might be like slight differences, but like, there's like several, like, say India, like, for example, in India, they have like tons of different, type of cultures and ethnicities, and they're all different, and to like an untrained eye you might not be able to tell how different they really are, but yeah, they're quite different, and I want it to be done appropriately, I guess, is like, or at least as authentic as I possibly can. But I have to learn all the different, all the differences, because I was lucky. I grew up in a very diverse part of America, like by Washington, D.C. So I got exposed to a lot of different cultures and ethnicities when I was young, but still there's so many, and the world's such a vast and really awesome place that it's hard for anybody to really know everything about anything, and I enjoy learning about it anyway, and so that's something I have to look forward to with this comic book, because the cities, like, it's kind of like the technology, like the time period is, it's kind of, I guess it can be hard to tell which time period it is. It's slightly in the future, but not too far into the future where everything's like drastically different, but I don't want to give too much of the plot away. So, but it's going to be different, you know. In modern society, like I said, the city, Mecca City, and there's going to be other cities too, but it's kind of like Judge Dredd, if you watch that, like the mega cities, like they span like in like half the east, all the entire eastern seaboard or something like that. Well, like it's, and all the world population is, crammed in, like I want it to be like, kind of like Star Wars, but more realistic with, just different, like, real cultures instead of like made up alien cultures. So that's it. I only have a couple more minutes left on my videos. Like I said, from now on, I'm gonna be trying to do like live streams more often because I can make longer videos that way, I guess. And just go from there. But thanks for watching as always. And I'll keep on keeping on. And until next time, Dante's Game Room out. Bye bye.